Hey guys, welcome to this lecture. In this lecture, we are going to talking about what is the front end and back end in a programming language. For anyone who does not work directly with web development concept, like front end versus back end development can be challenging to wrap your head around. Piles on all of the framework, programming languages, APIs, and libraries that front end developer use to build apps, and it can be very confusing. Let's just see what is different between the front end and back end development in our programming languages. What does the front end or back end means in web or mobile app development projects? If these two words come back to many times before the development phase, then it can because they are particularly important in the development of a digital project by app development companies. Let's just take the example of designing a web app. Imagine that your application development company would like to develop a BBB exchange and file sharing app amongst a public accountant, for example, and a contractor to work. Your app will require a user interface for the accountant client and admin interface, which will be the accountant interface. To develop such an application, you will need at least two types of developers, which is the front-end developer and a back-end developers. To understand where they interface and what a reputable app development company represent back-end and front-end in the web projects, let's stay on the example. The front-end and the back-end development, let's just see the difference between them. Let us start with the definition of the concept. The behavior of any resource is based on its client-server interaction. All web projects files are hosted on a remote server, which can even be located in the other corner of the world. Everything that is located and working on that server, like code, script, and other files, is the backend. When a user enters a website address in a browser client software, a corresponding request is sent to the server. Then some content is displayed on the screen in response. This is the front end. A backend developer is responsible for developing the server side of a website. This invisible engines, different programming languages such as PHP, Ruby, ASP.NET, Java, Node.js can be used to write a code. The specific language is chosen depending on the technical requirement of a project and capabilities of a team and a customer. A front-end developer job is to create the client side of the website. This visual part has to look good, be user-friendly, be mobile responsive, and displayed equally well using different browsers like HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. All this is the front end. A number of other elements and frameworks like Bootstrap, jQuery, Angular, Ember, etc. are used together with this big three in order to greatly facilitate the development. In simple words, the front-end development manages everything that the user visually see first in their browser or the application, and the front-end developer are responsible for the look and feels of the site only. If we see the back-end of the website or the back-end developer, so the back-end development refers to the server side of an application and everything that's communicate between the database and the browser. This is called the back-end of the programming language. So this is the lecture today. Thanks for watching and see you in next lecture.